Hello everyone, this is Greg K4HSM, and I'm going to give you a Christmas weather briefing where we talk a little bit here about the history of white Christmases, wet Christmases, and the forecast. It's not going to be a white Christmas this year here in East Tennessee. It's going to be quite the opposite. So let's go into it. We'll start here with the latest forecast in climatology. Now, this forecast is a few days old. It goes back to Saturday, so a couple of things have changed since then. Highs well into the 60s with low 70s down in the Chattanooga area. I think they're going to get a little bit of a warmer day than we will here up in Knoxville. It looks like it may be partly sunny to mostly cloudy. That may change a little bit. Southwest winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. No rain expected, but again, there's a little bit of an adjustment to that. The last white Christmas we had here in Knoxville and up in the Tri-Cities was back in 2020, and down in Chattanooga, it was back in 2010, officially, and we'll talk about official here in just a couple of minutes. But as you can see, the record highs are in the 70s, and the record lows way below zero. Back in 1983, that was a very chilly year. We are probably not going to see those kinds of temperatures for quite some time. Just a year prior, Knoxville and Tri-Cities had record highs. So, real quick, the main weather story. Now, this is as of 7 o'clock this morning here, Tuesday on the 23rd. The main weather story is going to be a ridge of high pressure building across the southern half of the United States, which will produce unseasonably warm conditions. Temperatures will be 10 to 20 degrees above normal, and as you can see here, that's pretty much holding. The models are showing that a system is moving quickly in a strong westerly flow aloft across the Ohio Valley into the central Appalachians. Stronger isentropic lift and possible frontal boundary moving into southwest Virginia will increase the chances of rain showers for Christmas Day and much of Friday. So southwest Virginia, maybe in the Tri-Cities area, maybe in the upper northeast Tennessee region, may get some showers, but right now looking like on the low percentages. The rain chances will be mainly along and north of Interstate 40. The chances of rain will be much higher over the weekend, and then it starts to cool down early next week. So as you can see here, Chattanooga's got the best potential for breaking the record that they set in 1955, 70 years ago. There'll be forecast for 73, and they could break or tie it, which was 75. Knoxville, probably not as likely. Same here for Tri-Cities. However, Weather Service tends to forecast low for the temperatures, I've noticed here. And so we could possibly see temperatures in the low 70s for Christmas Day. And again, here's the record lows, -2 and -6 for Chattanooga and Knox in the Tri-Cities. All that back in 1983. Certainly not going to see that. So now, let's talk about the last white Christmas that we had, which was in 2020. Now that was here and in Tri-Cities, and for most of the region. Knoxville, we had 2 inches total here back 5 years ago. Tri-Cities had 3. Chattanooga had a trace of it. The last official white Christmas was back in 2010, and I'll explain that here in a second. Crossville had 1 inch. Nashville only got a trace of it. And Gatlinburg, they got 4 inches up there in the mountains, while Oak Ridge, on the other side of Knoxville, only got a trace. And at the Weather Service in Morristown, they got 3 inches. Now, officially, a white Christmas is considered 1 inch at 7 a.m. local time on Christmas morning. That according to NOAA and the National Weather Service. So, we tend to have more of a chance of wet Christmases than we do white Christmases. Now, I went back and took a look at some of the records since 1900, and for the last 125 years, we've had 66 total rain events where there was a trace of rain or greater on Christmas Day. 13 of them had a trace of rain, so roughly 53 rain events greater than a trace. The highest amount of rain we had was 10 years ago. We had 2.19 inches of rain here in Knoxville, a very soggy Christmas morning. Snow, on the other hand, we've had a third of the snow events as we have the rain events. And now that's a trace or greater. And again, the White Christmas tally is officially 1 inch or greater. So of those 125 years that I did research for, 4 of those days had missing data, as what they classified missing data. There was either missing data or they had questionable means of gathering the data. So they didn't really have any snow records, but some of those missing datas were back in the 90s. So interesting how they had missing data for those days. The highest amount of snow was back in 1969. This was for the entire region. The Knoxville area had 7 inches of snow. This was before Morristown Weather Service came online. It was back in the McGee-Tyson Airport in the day. But yeah, 7 inches of snow on Christmas Day, 1969. Now, again, 23 of those events were a trace or greater. And then you take out the trace part, that leaves 13, or that leaves 10 of them. And 6 of them officially White Christmases. The other 4 less than an inch, greater than a trace. So with that, I'm going to say 73s and have a very Merry Christmas. Hopefully it's dry and it's beautiful and you get to enjoy some of those toys that you get for Christmas. And we'll talk to you soon. So everyone have a great Christmas. We'll talk to you later.